case you were wondering, I turned 40 a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, first didn't really, 39, 40. The one thing good about turning 40 from 39 is, or 40 from 39 is that, 39 is 13 times 3, and 13 is the death number, and the ace of spades, and motorhead, and all that kind of stuff. So it's good to get out of that realm. At least I got 13 more years before I have to deal with that. And it didn't bother me turning 40, and then, a couple of weeks later, it started to really piss me off. And it turned 40. Shit's supposed to happen. Well, first of all, it's a Gelman family tradition that we use harsh language. It's like sharks that swim. If they stop swimming, their skeletons will collapse. Stuff will ooze out all orifices. It's nasty. So it's kind of a commonality for a Gelman to use harsh language. Anyway, so there's a few things that are really bothering me about turning 40 now. That's 2 weeks ago. One is, where's my membership kit? I'm supposed to get my iron-on patch and my subscription to This Old Guy's magazine, and none of that shit's coming. Where is it? I feel like I'm kind of lost on an island, and there's, I need my magazine so I can hook up with other members, and we can have support groups and talk about our problems, and none of that stuff's going on. So that's bugging me. And then secondly, you're supposed to be able to understand stuff when you turn 40. I figured, this mass amount of, by the way, if anybody's expecting mass amounts of wisdom from me, yeah, you come to the wrong place. And if you're expecting some sort of, I turned 40 and everything's great and I love everybody, yeah, that's not me either. I think Punky Brewster is going to have a turning 40 party down the street in a couple of weeks. You can go to her party. Anyway, so I'm supposed to be able to understand stuff. I didn't understand shit then. I still don't understand anything now. Like, when did department stores become entertainment venues? IKEA. People go to IKEA, they like, oh, you're going to IKEA, what are you buying? Oh no, we're not buying anything, we're just wandering around. Jerks. What?
Totally.
Here's the Gelman philosophy of going to a department store. Go to a store, buy some shit, and leave. Don't go to the store and mill around. What is there at IKEA? Is there like the Table of Terror?
Free play area. Yes. Hour and a half. If you remember, yes.
Free play area at a furniture store. Lots of like table legs and weaponry. It's like Lord of the Flies. It's like, a box that's, why don't they just call it Swedish Disneyland? It's like if the Rainforest Cafe had large, live animals for you to, go. No, I don't want to look at the animals. I want to eat the animals. If I wanted to view the animals, I go to the freaking zoo. And that is why I don't eat at the zoo. Anyway, and no store is worse at violating this than Verizon. I hate that freaking store. You walk into the store, and, all I wanted to do was get my new iPhone. And I'll have more on the iPhone in a couple of minutes. Because that thing is also pissing me off right now. I walk in, and there's this guy who looks like Hulk Hogan who ate the 2 lead characters from Revenge of the Nerds. And he's sitting there, and he asked me, what are you doing? He's got his official iPad-looking device that looks like it tracks into NORAD or something. And I kind of want to look at your phone. Well, I don't kind of want. If I kind of wanted, I would sit on the internet and kind of look at stuff there. But I want to buy a phone. And it's all search. You have to take, wait. I just want to look at your phone. I want to look at a couple of your phones. I like looking at phones when I'm trying to buy a freaking phone. No, sir, you got to take a number and somebody will get to you right away. And 14 hours later, I'm still waiting. And when my mind wanders for 14 hours, strange things tend to happen. Those of you that know me more knows that I'm playing a couple of cards short of a 52 deck. So my mind wanders into various things. And 14 hours later, after they've hopped me up on, you know, methamphetamine, hidden as water, whatever it is that they give you there while you're waiting, this lady walks up to me. Now, this lady looks like she just, you know, 2 hours ago she was just working her shift at Babe's Cabaret. And I'm thinking that this cannot end well for me, because all of the government conspiracy movies, and anybody who knows me knows I'm a little fond of government conspiracy movies, always has the ex-stripper turned CIA operative that's sitting there at the store, and all of a sudden the doofus that's sitting next to the ex-stripper turned CIA operative is about to get shot up. So, I'm the doofus. This makes me extremely nervous. So I just buy everything at the store, and $500 later I'm out of the store. But I don't understand these stores that... when did they become entertainment venues? Here's another thing I don't quite... Well, let me get to the iPhone, since we're there. It's a great piece of machinery. Everybody loves the iPhone. All your apps and stuff, you can, you know, you can get the nuclear weapon launch codes with the iPhone. But the damn autocorrect thing is about to freaking be the end of me. You know? I want to check my fantasy football scores, and it's giving me recipes for paninis. And I love paninis, but when I got 5 minutes left to put in my freaking lineup, that's not the time for me to have a panini. Plus, me in the kitchen trying to cook, hazmat team, super fun sites, circuit violations, not a good thing. So, I'm convinced that the Arab Spring wasn't started by some guy in Tunisia who lit himself on fire and all the people galvanized and all that kind of stuff. It was started by some guy in Chicago trying to order a pizza. So, the iPhone. And then